Morrison here with Destinee Sanders over at the Metroplex Realty office. Today, we kind of just wanted to talk to you guys about 5 things that you need to know before you buy a home. So, Destinee, you want to give a little spill about what you do, and maybe I can talk about what I do as well?
All right, so I actually am a hiring manager at Metroplex Realty. So for any of you also who are out there, real estate agents or aspiring real estate agents, you can reach out to me for that, and I'll tell you about how to get into that. And I'm also a student in real estate school. I'm studying to get my license to be a licensed real estate agent as well. So I'm very much submersed in the real estate world right now. And Ryan, what do you do?
Well, I'm actually a DFW realtor. I'm helping people get into homes every day. That's what I do. So, need a house? Come to me.
So there are just, like I said, 5 things that we really feel that everyone needs to know before buying a house. So number 1 is, of course.
Number 1 is really understanding your budget. Understanding what you can afford, not overextending yourself. What can I afford to pay monthly? Take into account your mortgage, principal and interest, taxes. Like, these are things you need to think about. So what can I afford?
Be real with yourself. Like,
yeah.
Be real with
Seriously.
yourself. Like, you may want to live in a $200,000 home, but you only have $70,000 home money. That's okay.
It's okay.
Just know your budget.
Right.
Know your budget.
So the second thing that you would really want to do after you identify your budget and what you can spend is to seek a lender. When you go to the lender, you'll be going to them to really understand what you can truly afford. And they'll work with you, try to figure out what is the price range of homes you should be looking at and what roundabout your monthly payments will be for these homes. What type of loan you need, whether it be a FHA, a conventional, or something of that sort.
This is true. All these things he said are true. So, just in review, all right, first thing, know your budgets. That's number 1. Knowing your budget and getting with a lender. How can you find a lender, you ask? Oh, no worries. That's where the wonderful licensed real estate agents come in. You can just come to us, and we will lead you in the right direction. Here at Metroplex Realty, we work with a few lenders in the Dallas area. Or we'll find someone, or maybe you might already have one. Maybe you have a credit union that you work with, whatever the case may be. So you just reach out to that real estate agent, and they'll help you with that. Which leads to the next thing that you need to know, and that is that you need a real estate agent.
Don't go into it blindly.
You need a real estate agent. Like, yes, you could do this on your own, but
it would be way more difficult. Way more difficult. You have people who are licensed to do this.
Yes.
Like, let them do this for you. Let us make this home buying process a lot more smooth for you. Real estate agents can really help you out when it comes to figuring out exactly what you want, what area you want to be in, what you can kind of cut back on or what you don't necessarily have to have. Kind of show you the pros and the cons of a property, show you the pros and the cons of a neighborhood, things of that nature. But
they can also help you negotiate those deals.
Can help you negotiate those deals. That is a major key. Major key.
You want to get the best price when you're buying and selling. Either way, like, you want to make sure that you're getting the best deal. And
right.
That's what a real estate agent should do. Now, we do understand that there are some out there who are not as well trained in the art of negotiation as we are here at Metroplex Realty. And for that, I am sorry. But, yeah. So, you need a real estate agent. That's number 2. So, let's review again. So, number 1, where do you start? You need to know your budget. Number 2, you need a real estate agent. They're going to help you negotiate to get what is the best that meets all your desires and is it within your budget.
We're going to try to meet all your desires. I don't want to sell you a dream. Real estate agents can't get you everything you want, but we will try our hardest to do so.
Yeah.
So
makes a valid point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what you finally, you've already figured out your budget. You've gone and found a lender with your real estate agent, and now you say, okay, I'm ready to look at houses. But what all does my real estate agent need from me?
So I think that is perfect for me to answer. What do I need from you? So as a realtor, what I would like to get from a potential buyer is somewhat of a wish list or a list of your desires. What do you want out of the property that we're looking to find for you? What do you need? What are your needs? What are your wants? You need a 3-bedroom home because you have yourself and 2 kids. Do you need a pool or do you just want a pool? I need to be in this area, or I just would like to be in this area, but if I were to find you a better deal on another property, you'd be okay with going 2 to 3 miles up the road. Additionally, with that, we need all the documentation. As far as when you met with the lender and you've gotten pre-approved, a pre-approval really gives me insight into what you can actually afford and what we should actually be looking at. It's very difficult when you look at something you can't afford, and then we have to scale back and you have to look at something that is lesser in value because nothing is going to amount to the $300,000 property that we were looking at when you can only afford a $250,000 property. So your pre-approval is definitely a document that I need when it's time for us to start looking for you places, because I want to keep you looking at properties within that price range that you can actually afford.
We don't want to start submitting these offers that people aren't even going to look at.
Right.
So that's what you need to bring. All right, let's recap. So first, where do you start? You need to know your budgets. And then you're going to find your real estate agent and go get pre-qualified. They're going to help you find a mortgage lender, or you might already have one. Or you don't need lending, you're paying with cash. Whatever the case is, find your budget, get a real estate agent, and then you get going. Then you need to have all those documents that you got from getting pre-qualified, bring them to your real estate agent with your desires. And so, Ryan, tell me, how long is this going to take? How long can I expect to wait from the time that I decide I want to buy a house to I'm closing and I'm getting my keys and I'm going to move into my house?
Well, that's not anything that I can really give a definitive answer to. It's kind of on a case-by-case basis. It depends on what the market is like right now as far as when you put in offers. The first offer you put in for a property might not get accepted. The second offer you put in for another property might not get accepted. You might put in an offer, it gets accepted, and we go for a 30-day close, but that doesn't necessarily happen. Something goes wrong, or the financing doesn't come through in time, or there's a multitude of issues that could occur that could prohibit you from closing in a time frame that I give you, or your lender gives you, or the title company gives you. There's a lot of things that could happen. So what rule of thumb, and what I like to say, is about 30 to 60 days is a fairly good time range to say this is when my deal is going to close. That does not include the search, because the search could take months. Hopefully it won't take that long, but it could.
That is true. If you already know what you want and you got everything together, you knew your budget, then you are probably going to spend a little less time, but there's no telling. So, case by case. All right, so we are coming to the end what you need to know, the 5 things. So, but before we do get to that final 5th question, let's just do a quick little review. So, of course, number 1, you gotta know your budget. Know your budget, not my budget, not his budget, not Shaquita's budget, but your budget. How much can you afford? And this is so important because you have to be real with yourself and all of these things. And then that leads to getting a loan if you need to get a loan, or if you're paying cash, determining how you're going to pay, and finding that real estate agent to help you either get that lender or whatever the case may be. But then, of course, finding a real estate agent, because as we said, you need one. After you get that real estate agent, you need to have your loan documents and your desires and your needs and wants to give to that real estate agent and get that out the way. And then, of course, to expect anywhere from 30 to 60 days or more on a case-by-case situation, whatever your case is. And that brings us to the 5th and final question.
5th and final question is, how much money do I need to actually purchase a home? Now, if you're going the all cash route, then you need the list price of the home or whatever you plan to offer, whatever offer you plan on putting in. If you are looking to get a mortgage loan, then you probably need about 4 to 5% of the list price of the home that you're looking to purchase.
That's so true for your down payment. Everything he's saying is true. Y'all listen to him, write this down, remember it. There's also some extra costs at the end, aren't there?
Yeah, so a lot of realtors don't speak to their buyers about closing costs. And closing costs can be a substantial amount of money. It can also be about 2 to 5% of the purchase price of the property. It is something that you really need to plan for. There are some lenders that will allow you to roll your closing costs into your mortgage loan, but when I'm dealing with buyers, I typically like to tell them to have closing costs saved as well. It's just a good rule of thumb, and have your money ready for closing costs because it is definitely a substantial amount.
Yeah, so with that being said, realistically, if you're buying a $100,000 house, you want to have about 5% saved for your down payments, you kind of should just double that in a sense to be safe. So look at saving up about 10%. So that's easy. Like, just if you're buying a $100,000 house, you need about $10,000. You want to get to as close to that as you can comfortably, so that you can comfortably close on that house and get in there. So I think we've hit all of the things the 5 things that are most important that you need to know before buying a house. If you have any other questions that we didn't answer here, of course, you can always comment below. You can write us, you can shoot me an email or hit me up on any social media. Destinee's is my name. It's pretty easy. Destinee with 3 E's and an S. And how can they reach you, Ryan?
If you want to reach me, please feel free to call me, text me at 214-335-4836. You can also reach out to me via email. My email address is ryan.roberson@metroplex-realty.com. And this will also be in the comments of this video, so definitely please reach out to us if you have any questions, or if you're looking to purchase a home or sell a home, or you want to lease a property. It doesn't matter.
Or if you want to become an agent.
So definitely any of your concerns or questions, please reach out to us. I hope this video was very informative for you, and look forward to seeing a lot more of these videos from us.
Oh yeah, and if you liked it, hit that like button.
Definitely hit the like button.
Yes.
Need some thumbs up. And I believe we are out.